Okay, 2025 made me give up on trying to find love. This is a sentiment that a lot of us feel right now, including me. I'm gonna be honest, including me. I don't believe in that shit anymore. I don't believe in love. And this by Timothy Speaks. Timothy, let's go. I believe he's 25, just like me. So it should be interesting to hear what he has to say.
As we approach the end of 2025, I just want to get something off of my chest. I truly believe that this idea, this concept of what we know as love is dead. And 2025 has been a year where I learned that the most. Over the course of 2025, I had about 2, 3 serious partners and, a few flings in between. One partner was probably a decade older than me. The other partners were perhaps the same age
Damn, Timothy, you going in there.
and even younger. And I quickly came to the conclusion that whether you are dealing with a woman who is younger than you, the same age as you, or even older, they're all the same. I genuinely
Guys, do you think women are all the same? Leave in the comments your thoughts. Do you agree with Timothy, or do you believe that there's that unicorn that's for you, perfectly matched, your soulmate? Do you think that's real? Let me know.
believe that the thought of finding someone who you connect with and you just love everything about that person and the same thing happens in return, I think that idea, that concept is ruined. And I'm sure there's a lot of different factors that we can put the blame on, whether you blame feminism or social.
I do blame feminism, actually. I do blame social media. I'd say probably the fact that it's really difficult to survive nowadays with the perpetual crisis mode is a good reason as well. And yeah, things are not looking good. People are not very friendly lately, I've noticed. Maybe because of all of the above mentioned, aforementioned things. It's possible, but let's see what Timothy has to say.
Media or just cultural indifferences. I think regardless of where you want to put the blame, the results are still here.
Yeah, yeah, the results are still here, and I mean, you have to play the hand that you've been dealt, or just go live in the woods. I think that's a great plan as well. I would like to do that. Okay, I'd like to do that. So if you have any woods lodging, let me know.
One thing that I've realized over time as a man is that 90% of the time where I'm sad or depressed or just not 100% myself is when I'm giving myself to a woman. And I
That's interesting. Maybe is that a skill issue? Is he picking them really badly, or is that just the way females are? Is that the way that they influence a man? Because I don't know. I don't really get that. Like, I don't really. Maybe it's. I think it depends on, do you choose to give somebody your energy, and or are you not bothered with them? Because you can be not affected by others simply by not being so invested in outcomes, and not really reacting emotionally to whatever they are giving at you, whatever stimulus they give you, right?
even I hate that thought. I hate that I even have to say that because I love love. Like I love the idea of it. I love the thought of just meeting my soulmate and spending the rest of eternity with her. But that's just that's just not happening in 2025. And I've heard from so many men that they feel the exact same. I found that when I'm single, when I'm by myself, when I'm not dealing with a woman on a very intimate level, I found that that's when I'm at my peak. That's when I'm happiest. That's when nothing in the world is stressing me. And I can't fathom the idea that there isn't one person out there who I could coexist with that doesn't make me feel drained. I found that when I'm not dealing with a woman, my money is up. I'm in the gym. I'm smiling. Like even if a problem were to come into my life, regardless, it's just like I just brush it off of my shoulder. Whereas when I'm in a relationship or dating or dealing with a woman, I found that everything just hits harder, and I don't actually understand why.
Yeah, it's sounds like Timothy, you are really you get emotionally invested. You should probably not do that because you know what? You you really need to earn trust nowadays. Like you can't just like trust anybody for no reason. Like you really have to earn it because people don't have morals in 2025. What you talking about? People will freaking betray you for a slice of bread, dude. Bread on toast with freaking. You get the picture. Like it's not looking good, honestly. So and Timothy knows, like Mel knows, and he's dated. Did he say a girl twice his age or something like that? Come on, bro. Like it's clearly something is in the air. You know.
I hate to think that we live in a generation where love is non existent, but time after time, the proof was always in the pudding. And I'm sure this story could go both ways for me
I don't think love is non-existent. I just think it's a really low priority. Like nobody has time for that shit. What you talking about love, bro? What about these bills? What about freaking my status, bro? I gotta secure the bag. I gotta hustle, you know? And what did I say? It was survival, survival, survival. It was all survival. And who do you have to blame? That's right. You said it. You said it. It wasn't me.
and women, but I'm not a woman, so I can't give you any of my personal experience on that. I've never lived the life of a woman. I'm sure there's plenty of women out there who give their all to a man and still don't receive anything back, but this is just for the guys. This is for the fellas. As I
Yeah, exactly. Don't you think I'm saying that this is just a man problem? This is a both gender problem. This is a genderless problem. You know what? But I'm gonna say that men get it worse because I'm a man and I'm gonna advocate for men.
get older, I'm 27 now, going on 28 next year. As I'm getting older, the thought of becoming a husband with children and a house and a white picket fence, that dream is literally slowly fading away from my mind. Like it's becoming more and more of something that I'm just not willing to pursue anymore. And
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I dropped that shit way long ago, like way long ago, okay? But I'm not even thinking about it. I'm thinking, how do I worm my way around all of this messed up BS, okay? I'm gonna try not to swear anymore in my videos. I'm thinking, how do I find a way? Like, I need to be creative and think in a way that other people aren't thinking and find a solution. And I also need to adapt myself, okay? Adapt myself to this new environment because it's a new environment. It's a basically never before seen environment like what we have now. And so I'm thinking like what are the changes I need to make to just thrive or at least make it, you know?
I don't really know how to fix this.
Same.
I think we are just in a generation where everyone is just openly selfish.
I don't know. I don't know. You know what? They say like every generation that comes along, they say some shit. Like the younger generation always says some slander about the older generation. Like they're like the boomers are greedy or Gen X is just like the boomers, right? Or Gen Z is whatever lazy or addicted to their phone or whatever. But you know what? You can say bad things about anybody. That's the easiest thing to do. Okay? finding faults in somebody is the easiest thing you can possibly do. So, and when you choose to focus on doing that, that is not a productive way to spend your time.
And in some ways, it's okay to be selfish. You have to love yourself. But I think there are a lot of hurt people walking about this earth who never tried any way to actually heal themselves prior to getting in another relationship. So that hurt person then gets with someone, and hurt people hurt people. So now, as a man, she comes into your life, she's hurt, she's damaged, she hasn't healed yet from her previous endeavors. She comes into your life and then she hurts you. And if you go about life without dealing with these issues, you're then going to go into another woman's life and you're going to hurt her. And the cycle is just going to continue. And I genuinely believe that that's what's happening, especially in the year 2025. I think this whole concept of love is out of the window. I believe that a lot of women just simply aren't being told to cater to a man when that's what a man wants. Women just aren't being taught from a young age like a man is. They're not being taught.
I don't know. I think they're being taught pretty well, except it happens to be some misandry. It happens to be a sort of matriarchal view of the world. Like women are supposed to be the boss or whatever. And I really don't think it's helpful. I really don't think it's helpful when you've got uh, a whole demographic of individuals who've been taught that they have to compete for the boss position. Okay. Like imagine if that happened with men. Like with men nobody explicitly tells us that you have to all compete to be the boss, like to be on top. Like there's a lot of people who want that, but that's just a man thing, we're competitive, like, but nobody tells us that you have to be the boss, as far as I know, or at least I don't care. Like some people just don't care, okay? But it seems that with women, they're intentionally sort of being conditioned this way. And I don't know, it's damaging. And you see a lot of different points of view. You see a lot of ladies who are older who sort of regret their decisions and wish they had found love and wish they had dedicated themselves more to a loving relationship and wish they had a family. And I'm sure there's guys like that as well, but honestly, it's more women that I've seen. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Okay, I want to know. But anyways, it was 2025 made me give up on trying to find love. Timothy, bro, I hope you don't give up. I hope you find your drive to continue on with this. And you guys watching, I wish you the best. And I hope every one of you finds love and has a great life. So there we go.